The Nature Valley Grand Prix, it's what we spent the whole show talking about, and we've talked to a whole bunch of different bicycle racers from all around the country, all levels of experience, and we're going to talk to another person who is still racing for a college team, somebody who was just in Wisconsin as part of the Fiber One College All-Star team. And on with me right now is Elle Anderson. Elle, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Hey, no problem. See, it's not often I get to interview somebody who's smarter than me. You go to Dartmouth College and you have a major in environmental sciences. Well, actually, it's like every day that I interview somebody smarter than me, but it's still really cool that you have something like this outside of what you do at college. You know, college obviously is, for some people, it's almost a full-time job in itself, but you get to go ahead and do something like this. Aside from that, is there a challenge in trying to balance both?
Yes, very much so. I think it's tough to kind of balance schoolwork and pursuing a sport really seriously. So you always have that battle, but so far it's worked out all right. I've had a lot of fun racing in college, so it's been great.
Yeah, what do you talk about, racing bicycle in college? I mean, what are some of the places you've been to? What are some places that you've raced at? I understand you were just here in Wisconsin not too long ago.
Right. Going to Wisconsin for Collegiate Nationals was the highlight of my season so far. It was just some really great races, and I just loved the area. I loved racing around the Capitol. It was really fun. And other than that, it's just pretty much I stay in the Northeast, go to a bunch of schools down from anywhere from Philadelphia and Pennsylvania all the way up to Vermont and New Hampshire. So it's just a little circuit around there. So actually being able to travel to Collegiate Nationals is really fun.
And you mentioned Vermont, New Hampshire. You're from that area, too, so you get to race right at home. That's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, we Dartmouth did have a race at home this year, which was really great.
Yeah, and you talk about the kind of environment. We're talking about the Nature Valley Grand Prix. Stage 5 is in Menominee, obviously real close to where we're doing this broadcast from here in Eau Claire. You talk about the terrain there in Vermont as opposed to Wisconsin. A lot of hills here. What's it like in Vermont, New Hampshire? What's the terrain like there?
Well, it's mostly either up or down. There's very few roads that are flat. Maybe they'd go along a valley, but pretty much you're stuck going up a hill or down. There's lots of mountains, lots of kind of passes that go over mountains that are really fun to ride on as well. So it's exciting.
Something like this, something like this course shouldn't be too much of a challenge for you. I mean, what kind of course do you typically prefer when you ride bike?
I like a course with a hilltop finish. I think they're really great because you kind of spend most of the race getting to the bottom of a big hill, and then when the finish is at the top of a hill, I find it really fun. I'm
kind of curious. I ask every racer this, everybody who's been on the show, how did you get into a racing bicycle?
Well, my dad was a bike racer back in the day, and he raced in college as well. And growing up, he would always go out on bike rides. And so one time when I was in ninth grade, he built me up a little road bike and took me out, and I don't know, I liked it.
So it's not something you just jump into and your parents are like, what are you doing? They're actually probably very supportive of it.
Yeah, they really are.
Awesome. You get to come to a part of the country. You talk about the Northeast. You get to come to the Midwest for the Nature Valley Grand Prix. What are some things you've heard about the Midwest that you're looking forward to seeing? Or maybe something you remember from being in Madison that you liked?
Right. Well, I think it's a really beautiful area and a part of the country that I haven't been to a lot. And I don't know, I'm excited to spend some more time out there. I think from my experience at Collegiate Nationals, the people are just really nice, and it's just a really great environment and just a part of the country that I can get to know a little bit better.
Yeah, and around here, I mean, it's not a stereotype. We have a lot of cheese and a lot of beer here in Wisconsin, in this part of the country. In Vermont, known for its cheese too. We have a thing here. We have cheese curds. Have you ever tried any?
I think I tried one or two cheese curds when I was at Collegiate Nationals, but and I thought they were pretty good. So
there we go.
I'm looking forward to some more.
You're the first one I've interviewed that has said yes, they have tried cheese curds. You're going home with like 4 bags of them when you get done here at the Nature Valley Grand Prix.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Yeah. When you talk about away from racing bike, what are some other things you do? Obviously, you go to college at Dartmouth, a pretty high academic standard school, which is awesome. But I mean, aside from school and riding bike, what else do you do?
Well, I mean, that is a tough question because I feel like that's pretty much all I've done for the past months is homework, go to school, sleep, ride my bike a lot. But now that summer vacation has officially started, I'm looking forward to some downtime, maybe some gardening, some clothing design. I like to sew and do some crafty things, and maybe read a book once in a while. So I'm excited.
You don't do enough reading books in college. You got to do it on the side too.
Well, no, there's a difference. There's reading you have to do, and reading that you get to do by choice, and it's good. It's fun.
Awesome. All right. Elle Anderson racing in the Nature Valley Grand Prix. That's coming up next week, and she'll be part of it as part of the Fiber One College All-Stars. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Jimmy.